1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome back to Built from Scratch podcast. My name is Sulema from Sule's Bakery.
Damn, you really don't need that energy drink today.
Okay. You start.
No, porque hoy se me sale el pinche gallo.
Hello. Okay.
3, 2,
1. Hello and welcome back to Built from Scratch podcast.
This is your host.
This is your host, Sule from Sule's Bakery.
And this is your host. ¿Cómo me llamo? Itza from Itza.
We are not focused today. But you know why I think we're not like acting very professional today?
I'm sitting on my pants there.
You know why I think we're not acting very professional today?
Why?
Because today is chismecito time.
Yeah.
Punches. We are back. Last week we didn't have an episode because
Sulema and I weren't talking.
No, Itza wasn't talking to me.
I was mad at Sulema.
Yeah, we were distant. Estábamos distanciadas.
Did you hear my phone? It was not me, guys. I promise.
Estábamos distanciadas because, I left for vacation for 3 weeks. So I had to abandon Itza and the podcast and Sule's Bakery for 3 weeks. I went to Mexico for 2 weeks and then I came back and went to California for the weekend. So se hicieron las 3 semanas and I am finally back. But I'm sad to be back, but happy at the same time because sad because I have to get back to work and happy porque lo bailado, ¿quién me lo quita? Yeah. So, on today's episode, we're going to talk about a little chismecito. But before we do what we got to do, I want to show Itza what I brought from Mexico. I'm scared. It's a little treat. It's very popular over there in Guanajuato. Y se llaman pedos de monja. It sounds so funny. Pedos de monja. I mean, like, you imagine a nun farting and you're like, what the fuck?
Tradicionales pedos de monja. Nun farts. Más vale adentro que afuera. I don't think I want to eat that.
Dice, I don't even remember. I mean, it's chocolate. It's milk chocolate. But I don't remember what it has in the middle. I think it has like a certain, are you allergic to nuts or something?
Not these nuts.
These nuts. And these es un producto artesanal mexicano hecho a mano.
Wow.
And it's so, they're really good.
Okay. Well, you've had it, so it doesn't count.
I have to hold this for me.
They're probably bad, and that's why you want me to try them.
Saben a pedo.
Did you miss me? No, ¿verdad, culera? Ni te acordabas que yo estaba acá.
I would text her, like, just to keep, like, the rhythm going. But ella no me contestaba, dude. I was, like, trying to reach out to her and be like, hey, how y'all doing? No, I'm just kidding. I was like, hey, ¿cómo estás? What you doing? How y'all doing? You know, like, she was the one that taking hella long and respond back y todo. And I'm just like, okay, she's mad at me. Okay. Ya no la voy a pelar y ya. I'm going to enjoy my vacation y ya me olvidé de Itza. So that's why we weren't talking for 3 weeks. I missed you. Everything reminded me of you.
No, I did see. I'm like, oh, I've been bad. Like, I wasn't responding or anything. So I felt bad.
Pedos de monja.
Oh, dude, I don't
You ready?
I want to try it. No.
Yeah, you gotta try it. Saben a pedo. Así como huelen, saben. No, I'm just kidding.
No, huele bien rico.
Obviamente, it's chocolate.
¿Por qué les pondrían así, güey? We should Google to see why.
¿Por qué pedos de monja, right?
¿Por qué les pusieron pedos de monja? Pues qué pedo.
Okay, we gotta do the cheers. Cheers. No, I'm just kidding. They're good. Un ASMR. You don't like it?
No.
¿Saben a pedo? Okay.
Goddamn. Están bien sweet.
They're sweet.
Like hella sweet.
But they're good.
I can't eat the whole thing.
Ya tenía muchísimo tiempo que no los probaba. So that's why I thought they had nuts in them inside. But
Están como... I mean, dude, pues sí es chocolate, pero también sweet.
ponlo allá or whatever.
Se va a derretir en tu sillón y lo me vas a regañar.
Yeah. Okay. So we just wanted to do this little quick thing. Show you guys the tradicionales pedos de monja.
Have you had a pedo de monja before? Please tell us in the comments.
You want to try a pedo de monja? Look for it.
Come
go,
over.
Go to Mexico and go buy one.
Come over to Sulema's house. We'll give you one.
Okay. So on today's episode, we're going to talk about chismecito time. We have 3 stories that were sent us.
Sent to us.
I'm still enjoying my chocolate. That were sent to us. What is it? A makeup artist? An event? No, a client.
And then the event planner.
And an event planner.
I got one on my phone, and then we got the other on the email.
So we get like two point of views, like a client point of view, and obviously the business owner. So,
but it's not the same story. Like
no, yeah, it's different stories. So, you want to start with the first one?
Yeah. I don't know why my phone keeps going off.
Or I start with the first one, and then you, and then me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Which one?
I'm like, where's your phone?
Right there.
Do the makeup artist one first.
The makeup artist?
Yeah.
Okay.
El gallo.
Dice. Okay, it's a cute little.
Stop here and there, okay? So.
Okay. Okay, it's because I gotta make sure I don't have chocolate in my mouth again, because then I'm gonna be interrupting. Okay. I am a makeup artist, and about 2 years ago, I was hired to work on a bride and her bridal party for a wedding. On the day of the wedding, I started very early and worked on 5 bridesmaids and the bride. It was a full day of effort, but I managed to finish everything under 30 minutes before the ceremony, giving me just enough time to pack up my tools. As I was putting my things away, I overheard the bride's mother complaining that her makeup artist hadn't shown up. She asked if I could do her makeup and hair as well. Despite having only 15 to 20 minutes, I agreed and aimed to give her a soft, glam, natural look under the time given. However, as I started working, the bride's mother became very impatient. At one point, she grabbed up my makeup tools and began applying makeup herself. Layering it on very heavily, I politely explained that I sanitize all my tools after every use. And for hygiene reasons, I couldn't let her use them. She ignored me and continued using them anyway. At that point, I had no choice. At that point, I had no choice but to take my tools away to ensure her cleanness and my professional standards. She was very visibly upset, and unfortunately, the rushed result was far from what either of us had hoped for. The day after the wedding, she left negative reviews on my social media and website, claiming I had left her looking like a clown. In reality, she had applied most of the makeup herself. Against my advice, while I was... Sorry. The day after the wedding, she left negative reviews on my social media and website, claiming I had left her looking like a clown. In reality, she had applied most of the makeup herself. Against my advice, while I was taking pride in my work, this was a very difficult situation where I did my best to maintain professionalism under challenging circumstances. I mean, wow. What would you say? Like, what do you have to say about that?
That's the most fucked up thing is that she went back and left a review. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't her fault.
Yeah, like, I mean, she wasn't the makeup artist of the bride's mother to begin with.
Like,
So
thankfully, sorry, gallo, ¿ves? Ay, estos gallos. Thankfully, she made a little bit of time to like try to fix her up. Like, why?
and like trying to give her like a little like natural look, you know? Like I mean,
yeah, like something. I mean, bonito and presentable. She ended up looking like a clown.
I know that's funny. Like that, she ended up looking like clown.
Oh,
And I mean,
boy.
Oye,
pero qué respeto, like, qué falta de respeto, like grabbing, like if she's doing your makeup and then you're like, a ver, quítate, let me do it myself, like, and then like take over, you know?
a lo mejor era de esas mamás necias, you know? Because she's like, no, yo hago lo que quiero, and
Did she get paid? She didn't say.
I'm pretty sure she did, because I mean, like, I think, well, the way I work is like I request the payment before the wedding day.
Okay. Pero quién sabe los makeup artists cómo le hagan?
So who knows? Like if you're a makeup artist, let us know.
Or you that sent this story.
Yes, let us know if you guys get paid the day of after providing the service, or if you get paid in full before the service.
Because, I mean, how do you, I mean, no, quién sabe, ¿verdad? Porque si, let's say you get, like a makeup artist gets hired to do 6 faces. And then como ella, that was an add-on. Like, ¿cómo cobra por ella?
Oh yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying.
Porque ella no estaba en el, like she was not in the plan to begin with.
I get what you're saying. I have questions now. Like, did anyone witness, you know, what happened? Like were they in the room when the mother was doing her makeup?
Especially
herself?
since they were already like rushed to leave.
It's like, ¿qué tal y se quedó sola? Like, ella y la mamá. So la mamá, she's like, no, she did my makeup. You know what
And
I mean?
like, yeah.
Y por eso la estaba quemando. Like, did anyone see that she was like taking possession of the stuff and she did it herself? You know, como para tener esa like certeza de que like I did not do it and I have proof because she saw me.
Yeah.
So
Please write us back.
That's a good question. I didn't think of that. But oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do in that situation. I haven't had a situation like that crazy, like where the mother of the bride or someone else that's not like either the
like
bride or
steps
groom
in your
or
toes, yeah.
like stepping on my toes and be like, oh no, I don't like this. You don't, you know. I'm like, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm a cake taker. Yo nomás llego y dejo el pastel and I give it the final touches and bye, I'm out.
Damn. Makeup artists go through it.
I know.
Because they have to deal with
They have to deal directly with the
yeah.
bride. Make sure she's perfect. Because like they say, like there's like the bridezillas, you know,
Yeah.
así les dicen.
Damn.
And
that was
then-
momzilla.
And then especially like si in the bridesmaids a veces tienen que la hermana, que la cuñada y son muy criticonas y que no, I don't like how you look or...
I feel like right away that would have been the first red flag. Like when she started like being como desesperada and like taking over the like her tools and stuff, you know? I would have been like, oh no, this is not gonna end good.
Yeah, I mean, a veces las mamás tienen otras costumbres where they're like that they know better, you know?
Yeah.
Como que like I'm experienced in my makeup, like I know what I'm doing. Pero
Yeah.
ya me like I would have wanted to seen a picture de la mamás final results.
Please send it to us. We won't show it.
I'm pretty sure she didn't take a picture though, because I mean it wasn't her work. ¿No crees?
Damn, yeah, that's true.
Like that, but
Well, if you have one, please send it to us. Because
yes.
queremos chismear y ver.
And what's the next one? The client? No.
No, I'm gonna read.
The event planner, right?
This is an event planner. Yeah. Okay. This one's a little long, and I'm sorry for my reading. Like I said, no sé leer. No fui a la escuela.
Se nota.
I had a booking last month for a bridal shower. Otra bridal shower. Or bride. The first questions I ask is date, time, and location. She told me she was referred to me by a friend. She did put a name. Should I say the name? No? Okay. So she was referred to me by a friend. I didn't think much of it. I have a returning client with that name. Anyway, she proceeds to tell me it's in the American Legion in the area. Again, didn't think much of it since we have an American Legion here. She also inquired about ceiling work, and I told her I would like to see the venue to make sure it works. She tells me, no need. I have pictures and videos of the venue, so you don't have to come. Okay, I guess that worked out. She sends me the inspo. I give her a quote. She agrees and sends me a deposit. I buy materials, make mock-ups, and start working on her event. The week of her event comes around, and I message her on Monday, and then she put parentheses like event is on Saturday. I confirm times and where the setup will go, etc. Then I ask to send me the exact address. She sends me the address, and it's in the American Legion in New York. My heart literally dropped. And like she puts a scary face. I almost threw up. I messaged her and tell her I'm in Illinois.
Oh.
This was such an important event for her, so I felt horrible. To be honest, my crazy self thought about driving there because I felt so bad. I should have never assumed it was a total
Coincidence?
Coincidence. Her friend's name is the same as one of my clients. To this day, I'm not sure if her friend meant to send her to someone else. I also have my location in my bio, and I always put the location on my post. And like a melting face, like, ugh. Mm-hmm. But still completely my bad for not confirming right away. I tried to help her find a balloon person in her area, and luckily she ended up finding someone. This was one of the craziest things that happened to me, and it was definitely a lesson learned.
Dun, dun, dun. Damn. Oh my gosh.
I mean, pero cuando ella pidió, como over here, she said, I would like to see the venue. I mean, that makes sense because when they ask you for ceiling installs, like you have to see how tall it is and like what equipment you'll need, because sometimes a ladder won't do it. You'll need one of those like big machines, you know, that lift you up and stuff. So the customer was like, no need, I have pictures and stuff.
Yeah, it's like the pictures don't do justice of the actual place. Porque te acuerdas cuando me hiciste the decoration for Crabtree? Mm-hmm. Que te dije, oh, here's the picture. Or cuando te mandé la foto del
And I thought it was
café.
way shorter than it was.
Y te mandé la foto, and I'm like, here, aquí va a ser, like, do your work. Y she was gonna go into, like, look at the place, like, in persona, pero
we didn't have time. No, al café
al café sí, pero al Crabtree no.
And
you want me a soda?
Pero, yeah, dude, I'm like, but again, like, I feel like sorry, but it was your fault.
You should have insisted, like, no, I have to go look at the venue. I mean, you know, like,
or not even that, but like, I always get, as soon as I get a deposit, I'm like, send me your phone number just in case social media goes down or whatever. Like, I have another way to contact you. Mm-hmm. Send me your email, your phone number, and the exact address where I'm gonna set up.
Yeah, porque hay veces que a mí me toca los clients de que I have to go deliver. Mm-hmm. And if it's gonna be at a venue, or if it's gonna be like a recreation center or a park, and they're like, oh, it's gonna be at tal salon. And they just they just give me the name of the salon. So I estoy in Google looking for the salon, y pues sí me aparece, right? Like, it gives me the address. But una vez me tocó llevar a un art gallery que me dijeron, oh, it's at this art gallery. And turns out that había dos art galleries in downtown. So I'm like, y unos estaban like 15 minutes, like they were like 15 minutes away from each other. So I'm like, okay, which one is it?
Yeah. And like how she said, she's like, we have an American Legion here, and she's from Illinois. So like she probably thought, like, oh, pues aquí, pero where exactly there?
Yeah, you know? or it's como like, oh, sí, es because like hay varios, it could be that same company in different states.
Yeah, and también like what I do, like, you know how your client was like, no need, I'll send you pictures. I still get the name of the venue. And then just whenever you're by the area or whatever, go to it doesn't, you don't have to meet with your client there. If they don't have time or they don't want to meet you there, you can just go and like talk to the people at the venue and be like, hey, I have a potential setup to do here. I want to check out the space.
Yeah, get measurements and everything. Porque sí, es como dices, like, oh, the photo se ve así and you te ves en la foto, you're like, oh, maybe it's a 6 foot tall building or like ceiling, on ceiling.
Y nada.
Y no, cuál es like freaking 13 feet or más.
Yeah, so like in the picture that you sent me for Crabtree, the LED sign, to me it seemed smaller. Like I thought it was gonna be like your mirror. Like and then in person it's like humongous.
It's huge, yeah. Yeah, so that's why it's always good, like set your ¿cómo se dice? Not boundaries, pero
your
como
rules.
Que your
like
rules.
These are my rules to book. Like I need
name.
an exact date, an exact like what time frame is the venue gonna give me to set up, things like that, like
yeah, and stick to them, because I mean at the end of like if you don't do it, puedes tener complicaciones. So
I know, bless her heart, she's like, como dijo, I was thinking about driving there. Like
I know,
I mean that would have been a cool experience too, like
quite of a drive, a road trip, pero I mean you gotta, I mean si puedes, like I like if that was my situation, I would have been like, you know what, fuck it, we're going to New York.
And how she's like, I almost threw up. Girl, I feel you. That's happened to me. Like,
dude,
que en veces pienso que se me olvidó algo, or like it's, let's say, this Saturday, and then for some reason I'm like, am I forgetting a setup? And then I go back. Like one time I confused myself and I thought I mixed the weekends and I thought I forgot about a setup. Dude, casi me daba diarrea. Like I was like, oh my God, I freaked out like so bad.
There's been occasions where I'm giving out a quote, and normally I ask, where are you located at first, where I'm like, where are you located? So because in my bio I have like Colorado.
Like nobody says specifically where.
Like not exactly where in Colorado, but like I'm willing to drive to any part in Colorado. And that's where the delivery fee comes in. But there's people that have reached out and they're like, oh, I want this. And since the event is like so nice, I'm like, oh, I get excited. So I start like asking them a whole bunch of questions that I forget to ask them. Where are you located?
Yeah.
Y una vez estaba haciendo un quote de like for a wedding cake, and it was like so beautiful and I was so excited. Les di el precio. Y me dijeron que sí. So I was just like, ya la hice, like freaking cake is going to be badass. I'm going to make good money out of it. Y que les voy diciendo, where are you located? So I can like see if there's like going to be a delivery fee or not. No, pues que me van diciendo, I don't remember. I think she said Arizona. I'm like, I'm in Colorado. Pero si me hubiera dicho, no, pues te vienes, like I'll pay for everything, I'm like, vámonos.
I'll be
like,
there.
I'm willing to travel and make your wedding cake anywhere you want me to go.
I traveled to Nebraska to do a setup.
That's so cool.
Y me fui sola. Oh, girl. I mean, it was kind of fun. Pero it was a little scary too. And then I had to stay there. Like, because it was like almost like a 4-hour drive. And then I set up the party. No me iba a regresar and then be home for like 2 hours and then drive back. So I stayed over there. And the client was so nice. She's like, you can come and eat. You can stay here at the party. But I felt like so embarrassed. So I was like, no, you're fine. I found a park and I took a nap in my car.
No, yeah.
But yeah, like doing things like that is fun as a bit. Like, you get to do different things.
You learn because I mean, it's like they say for baking baking in Colorado altitude is so different than baking in California.
Y también pues lo que te pasó en Mexico, like the temperature. And
yeah, so there's things you gotta consider if you're planning on being like a traveling business owner, you know. Like I think photographers have it very easy.
Pues sí. Yeah, no, that's wow. Yeah, I'm glad you figured. Imagine if you had not sent her that message on Monday.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they still had a whole week to
find someone else.
Like, very rushly, but imagine if she had sent her the message like the night
before. The night before.
Oh,
a veces a veces encuentras the person like a day before, but it's very rare.
No, I don't think it would be possible, especially with
the kind of setup she wanted. Yeah,
like the ceiling.
You need to prep for that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, now we know to always confirm with them like at least 7 days prior.
Agárrense una libretita y anoten todas las preguntas que tienen que hacer like prior to booking. Or even like, okay, we're booked. And if some more questions come up, like write them down. Like, where are you located? Give me, like, you need to, like, for sure have the exact address. Who do you ask for in case that you can't reach them? Phone numbers,
have like
you know?
a template.
Like have a little template and go by it, you know? Like, make sure you ask all those questions, check them out to make sure you have all the information you need.
Yeah.
Ya otras preguntas que surjan, okay, pues ya surgieron and you'll figure it out, you know? But those main ones, like, make sure, get a little notebook, write them down, check them out.
Yeah.
And you should be good.
Thank God you confirmed 7 days prior or 6 days prior.
Yeah.
But damn, yeah, well, let us know if it's happened to you again. Or have you traveled anywhere? Like gone out of your state?
Yeah.
Come to Colorado. Let's work together.
You gotta show me who that is. Because
I'll show you.
Now I'm tempted. I'm curious.
And then here's the last story. Tengo frío, guys.
Okay, so now this story is from a client's point of view. So
I'm so glad we got that one.
I know, because it's cool seeing like their point of view, because I mean they also go through stuff, you know, like they have to put up with stuff too. So okay.
So please, clients, send us more stories, because I think that's the first one we ever gotten.
Yeah. Okay. It says, "Hi there, client here. I'd like to share an experience I had with my event planner. I was celebrating my daughter's first birthday and decided to hire an event planner because I didn't want to deal with the stress of organizing everything myself. My main request was a table of treats and decorations, specifically a large number 1, filled with balloons. This was the one decoration I wanted done exactly as I envisioned. On the day of the event, the planner arrived late and seemed rushed while setting everything up. Watching her work, I felt anxious, wondering if everything would be ready on time. I had paid a significant amount of money to avoid this kind of stress. But there I was, worried and frustrated. Once the setup was complete, I noticed the big 1 with the balloons inside was missing. I really was upset because that was the centerpiece I had specifically requested. When I asked her about it, she apologized, saying she had forgotten it and wouldn't be able to return in time to set it up before the event started. I ended up requesting a discount for this oversight. While everything else looked beautiful, I can't help but feel disappointed when I look back at the pictures. The decorations were lovely, but the missing 1 still stands out in my mind because it was the only thing I truly cared about having."
You're fucking up today. You're fucking damn.
So it was what, like una decoración de globos de
It's
a
kind
1?
of like what I'm thinking, because since she said balloons inside the 1, antes, like a few years back, se usaban mucho, like, you know how right now you use the marquees like with the light up inside, like the lights, like the number 1, it's kind of like a 3D. Or letters that says "Oh baby" or "Marry me,"
yeah.
like those kind of letters and numbers. But instead of the lights being inside them, you
the balloons
fill them up with a bunch. It's like putting a puzzle together. There's a bunch of balloons like laying like layers on one.
Okay, I get it.
So yeah, those are a little hard to make.
Okay.
They're annoying to make, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah,
But if she requested
it
that
makes
big
sense.
one,
And especially how she mentioned that it was her daughter's first birthday.
so she wanted the number one.
Yeah, like you're expecting that over like all the other decorations, have that one specifically as a decoration because like it's obviously representing the year you're celebrating.
I feel so bad when she's like, I paid to not be stressed, and there I am, like stressed and frustrated. Porque even us that do this, like I've contemplated like for my kids' birthdays, I'm like, I don't want to be stressed the day of, so might as well hire somebody else to do it. Y luego que salga la misma.
That's how I am. She does all my events. Ella es la que se estresa. Yo nomás digo, ¿a qué te ayudo? Bye, don't do shit.
Damn, I wonder how much discount that girl got.
I know. And then what was it, like 2 years? She said 2 years ago. Or when was
No me
it?
acuerdo.
¿No dijo?
No sé.
Oh, no, creo no dijo. Pero...
Pobrecita, qué feo. Hi there. I was telling... no dice.
No dice. Mm-mm. Bueno, I mean, if it was now, like recently, because I'm pretty sure she paid good money because, I mean, hiring an event planner these days is not cheap.
No. And now, like, I mean, pues back then, pues no era tanto, pero también quién sabe cuándo.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, hiring an event planner, pues sí, you expect them doing everything and not asking you all the questions, you know, como que...
I wonder what she gave her a discount, but what have you done? I've una vez, no se me olvidó algo, ¿no? ¿Qué pasó? I think I got the wrong color. It wasn't something like big, you know? Pero I could tell my client was a little like upset at me. So I offered her like a free balloon bouquet to like make it up.
Okay.
And that fixed it because she's like, oh, thank you. And like she smiled again, and you know, I could tell she wasn't frustrated no more.
I mean, have you have to look for ways to, you know, to make it up, especially when you admit, like when you accept, like, yeah, I
messed up. Yeah,
I bugged up today. I bugged up. Like I messed up. So when I know it's my fault, and I always like acknowledge it. I own up to it. I'm like, I either give them a discount, or I'm like, you know what, I can't give you a discount now, but please reach out to me again for a free cake. You know, like I'm gonna give you a free cake next time.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, something has to come up for you to like own up to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, not everyone is happy because it's like you messed up something they wanted and they get upset. So there's people that are like, who get really upset and don't ever forgive you. They're like,
you're out of there.
Yeah, you're like, she fucked up. She's gone.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go back to her, even though if I have a free cake.
So yeah.
So like it depends. It depends your client. I know as a client, I get it.
Are you that type? Are you the type like, no, you fucked up, you're out?
No. Me as a client, no, I can't.
You're not that.
I'm not mean. I'm not that mean. No, me as a client, I am very comprensiva.
We got you.
Because I mean, yeah, I'm a business owner and I treat clients how I want to be treated, you know? Like I'm not mean to business owners, and I get it. I guess
I'm in between. Like puedo ser comprensiva y no. Mm-hmm. Porque now that I'm a business owner and I like try to always exceed lo que esperan de mí, or like I always try to do my best every time. Me acaba de pasar, dude, that we saw like a camionetita that said like windshield repair, blah, blah, blah. Because my windshield got broken. And well, not got broken, but like con una
It
piedra.
cracked.
It
Yeah.
cracked, yeah. And it kept getting worse and worse. So I was like, okay, it's time to change it. And then we saw a little car que traía like el anuncio que decía que they repair and like new windshields y todo eso. I sent her a message and this is my story to you guys as the client, okay? And yeah, we hire her. She gives us a date, todo el pedo, right? She comes over. Traía, I think it was her brother. Y you never judge by appearance, right? Never do that. Pero también it's like, se mira mal si traes una persona así. Because, okay, so la señora se miraba, pues, you know, normal person, normal lady. Y el señor se miraba bien, like, bien gangster looking and stuff. Like, you know, like, and the way que hablaba y luego todavía se pone a decir como que la señora empezó a entrar en confianza with me and Noé, because we were out there, like, you know, while they were fixing it. Well, Noé was kind of working and I was just like walking in and out. And she comes over and she's like, oh, porque el señor como que no sabía what they were doing. And so the guy, the brother, was assisting her, like,
Okay.
a poner el windshield. Porque pues están pesados, they have to be careful because they can break, all that, right? But I could tell that the guy was very, very nervous. Like, como que no sabía lo que estaba haciendo. And the lady, the owner of the company, como que she was getting the hints that I could see it.
Yeah.
That I'm like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. And so she kind of sees me and me dice, oh, he's my brother. He's learning. I'm teaching him. And I'm like,
Okay.
well, you better not fuck up my car. You know, like, and y luego ya me empieza a decir que tenía poco que había salido del prison, that's why that he couldn't find a job, and so that's why she had him working with her. Like, she gives me all this story, so I'm like, oh, okay, like, good to know. And then ya me dice que ya terminaron. I come out and I tell Noé, like, well, you check it, because I don't know nothing about cars. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. I won't know if si está bien puesto o no.
Yeah.
So Noé points out que unas cosas de al lado están como loose, están como, yeah, like they're movable. And he's like, there shouldn't be like that. They weren't like that. And she's like, oh, yeah, it's because something about the little tabs. I guess it comes with some little tiny tabs that are supposed to like click in, and that some of those broke off when she pulled them out. So they don't have the tabs anymore. But ya no se pueden quedar apretadas. So then I'm like, so are you going to fix it? Like, I mean, if you broke them when you took them off, like, you can't leave them like that. Porque sí, like, they were so bouncy, like, in and out, and they're not supposed to be like that. So she's like, do you mind if I put glue in them? So then I look at Noé and I'm like, will that fix it? And Noé's like, well, like, me and Noé were like, what the fuck, you know, like, and Noé's like, well, yeah, I guess we can try. So she starts gluing them. She puts a bunch of tape. She's like, don't take obviously they put tapes on top of it, like any normal, every time you swap your windshield, they put some tapes on top para que no se mueva. Pero ella, she like hella taped the sides too, where she glued and everything. And she's like, wait like 24 hours before you take the tapes off. I'm like, okay. I take the tapes off 24 hours later, and the side little panels are still like wobbly, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and I started noticing, like, once I got in the highway, como se escucha el aire, like, pff, like you could hear that. And I'm like, I don't think this is normal. So I sent her a message. I parked and I took a video of my car, like how bad they're flapping. And I'm like, girl, I don't think the glue worked. I think you're going to have to like repair, like bring me the replacement parts. Like, no me contestaba. And I have the messages, like, she was like blowing me off until like I got tired, dude. Like, cause I would text her and be like, when are you coming? Like, are you going to fix it? And I would even tell her, I don't think it's safe for me to drive the car like that. Like,
no, yeah.
Hasta que me contestó and she's like, I'm sorry. I was trying to get the parts because those are very expensive parts. She was like, I was trying to find them for like a better deal, blah, blah, blah. She's like, but I found them. I'm like, okay, like, when can you be here? And she's like, I'll be this day at this time. Okay, good. She never shows up. So then I wait like a day or two. And that's one thing that's changed about me. Oh, no. Antes era bien, ¿cómo se dice? Confront.
Yeah, you would confront people?
Yeah, like, era un pinche peleonera. Y ahora I'm just like, let me take 2 step backs and a deep breath.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Like, no, she didn't show up. Old me would have been like, where you at?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let you be. No le hablé, no llegó. I'm like, all right, cool. I waited like 2 days, dude. And I'll show you. I'm not lying. Like, I están las fechas en los mensajes. And I text her back. And I'm like, you no-showed. Like, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, no me contesta. Like, I could see she's opening my messages. Y no me contesta. And I'm like, I'm going to give you one last chance. I'm like, I hate to be this person because I'm a business owner, but you broke the parts. You haven't replaced them. You're letting me drive my car like that.
You
told me
ghosted.
you ghosted me. You told me you were going to come and you didn't. I'm like, so you need to fix it before I take it further.
Yeah.
She replies back telling me that, I'm sorry, you don't understand. My life is so hard. I'm about to be evicted. I had to give my car to my daughter because she's pregnant. I've been having to like ride the bus. Like, she gave me this like, sorry, make you feel bad story. But I'm like, girl, I'm sorry you're going through that, but that's not my problem. I paid you for a service. You broke my beep. And you told me, you set me up on a date and a time, and you didn't show up. Like, that's very unprofessional. Like, I told her all that, dude. Like, at that point, I was like fed up. I'm like, I'm really sorry you're going through that. But at this point, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, you broke my stuff. You need to fix it. That looks really bad on you. Like, you can't. And then on top of that, I'm like, me thinking, you know, like this, like, I had no business knowing like your workers. Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want you telling everybody like his business either. And like, for her to be like, yeah, es que no puede tener trabajo. He just got out of prison. And like
como que it's like you said, te notó that you were like observing because you were like weirded out, like he doesn't know what he's doing. Y como que te quiso hacer small talk to like distraerte, ¿no?
And she just made it worse.
Yeah. So you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Más atención pusiste.
And I told her, I was like, I'm going to blast you off on social media. But I didn't do it. I could have, but I didn't. I still have her card and I have her info. And I'm like, you scamming people. But así le va a ir. Now I'm a true believer now. That's like, ni pa' que gasto mi energía.
Yeah. Más bien al contrario, like, if someone comes to you like me, like, do you know someone who repairs?
Like, don't go to her.
Yeah, like you're gonna be like, I don't know, but if you search, do not go to this
her.
person.
Yeah. And así le dije, I told her, I was like, I'm gonna blast you on social media. And that's when she's like, you don't know how hard my life is. Like, I'm about to be. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude.
I get it. Like, life happens, but it's like
we all have problems.
When you are a business owner, you have to learn how to separate your personal life to your business. Because, I mean,
your clients, like, some clients are not, they don't care.
Yeah,
they're paying you for a service and you come through with that service and that end of period. That's it.
And then I feel like that's one thing. Like, and I get it, like, una vez me tocó de que I was trying to figure some stuff out with a client y no me contestaba. I'm just like, okay. And she told me like, oh, I'm sorry, I haven't like been responding to your questions. I know the date is getting closer. Like, a family member had passed away. Aww. So I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to be like
on you.
I didn't know. But at least she reached out and like, okay, I'll give you your space. And whenever you can, just let me know, as long as it's certain days before your event. Yeah. And communication, that's the key, you know.
I have a really funny client, but I love her. igual, no, casi nunca me contesta los mensajes. Like, she takes forever to answer me. And then one time, no me acuerdo qué le pregunté. Y no me contestaba. And like, she was even like, she's like, girl, I'm so sorry. Thank you for dealing with my slow ass. I'm like, no, I get it. I'm sorry. I'm like, sending you, but I need to know so that I'm prepared. I have to have enough time to do certain things. But yeah, she's like, I'm sorry. Thank you for dealing with my slow ass. I'm like,
yeah. And it's like it happens. Life happens. But if it's hard for you to deal with and you have a deal with someone else, remember to stay in contact. Como que I'm not ignoring you. I promise I'm not ignoring you. But something came up. Give me a day or two to get back to you. I'll sit down y me enfoco a responderte.
Yeah, like this girl, like she could have been like, hey, I'm having a really, really, really hard time right now in my life, but I promise I will go fix it. Like, give me 2 weeks, or like something like that.
Yeah, si te hubiera comunicado, si te hubiera dicho like, hey, please, like, o mínimo regresado el dinero, like, you know what,
like, I fucked up, here's some of your money back.
Your money back,
yeah.
Para que puedas ir con alguien más
so
y te lo arregle. Pero no, like, she ghosted you, and that's what got you even more mad.
Yeah, dude, and because I paid her, like, todo el dinero así, like, and I'm like, I knew, I kind of had that feeling. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Por eso también es bueno los reviews. And también cuenta muchísimo the experience que tienen.
No, tampoco, like, porque los reviews, what happened to that makeup artist?
Yeah.
That lady lied.
That's true.
Like, sometimes I don't know. Like, sometimes, like, if I would have given her a review, it's my true story. I have facts. I can back my up.
No, yeah,
because I have the messages that, but like her, she gave her a bad review y ni siquiera le había pintado la cara a ella. Like, it wasn't her fault, and she got a bad review on top of that.
Yeah, people are evil.
Oh,
they're evil.
Please don't be that evil client or business owner.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like, we're all humans.
Yeah,
we all have a life. We all have problems. We all deal with stuff every day. A unos nos va mejor que a otros like les pasan unas cosas y the next day te pasa a ti.
And some people can deal with different things differently too. So
yeah, it's just a matter of communication and how you are, la neta.
Yeah, don't do what you don't want to. ¿Cómo se dice?
No hagas lo que no quieres que te hagan.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I mean,
thank you guys for your chisme and your stories. I love these. I love to hear like.
Yeah.
¿Qué les pasa? And,
And, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of business owners that are going to be watching us are going to be identified. Because son cosas que le pasan a cualquiera. Like, it's like the girl the makeup artist that got the bad review. Todos podemos tener un bad review. So, even though you're not a makeup artist, you're going to feel identified because, like, oh, yeah, someone did the same to me
and lied about me, lied about my services.
Me trataron de tal forma, so you're gonna feel identified. But yes, if you're a client and you got some stories, you gotta let us know, because I mean, as business owners, we also mess up, and nos ayuda. Like, it helps us read what the POV of the client is.
Yeah,
and that just helps us be better, provide a better service.
I love this episode.
Man, I missed the podcast.
No, you didn't, biatch. Don't lie.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. I was like, when are you coming back?
I was editing videos while I was on vacation. I was at the airport. I was editing a video. I was editing the video literally the day of...
Before it
and the day of it went out. So I was still on vacation and still working. We get no breaks.
The first day nomás.
We get no breaks because salieron 2 videos.
Yeah, while you were gone.
Last week we didn't get a chance because she was so busy. And then I had gotten back.
And then she was home for like 2 days, and then she had to leave. So I was like, it's okay. We'll get back. We do have a good video lineup for you guys. So
things are just going to get better. I mean, we have this 2025 just started, and I can't wait to see what comes.
What other chismes and
What
stories
other
you guys send
chismes we
us.
get. And I know, ahorita, everyone's shy. Everyone's like, fuck, should I really send in my story?
I know, but send them, guys. It's really fun to hear. Like that one story, ahorita te voy a decir quién es. She's like, I don't know if I should. I'm like, do it. Please do it.
Like
It's anonymous.
you don't have to add names.
Or you can change names.
You can
like I
change
told her.
names. You can change states. Even like if you're in Colorado, you can be like, I'm from New York. I'm from Mexico. I'm from,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You can change things.
Yay. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for sending us your stories and your chisme.
And we can't wait to see you on the next episode.
Let's see who our next guest is.
Oh, I know. We need to come up with another guest lineup because
Yeah.
we're done.
Yep.
So,
if you want to be in our
if you
podcast,
want to be on the podcast, let us know.
any type of business, it doesn't have to be baking or event planning. It could be any type of business. I know our following and our YouTube views aren't big yet,
But they will be.
but they will be. And this is a good opportunity to come and sit down with us and talk about your business, what you do, who you are, what services you offer, and so that people can learn about you.
Yes.
So without further ado, we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys. Se bañan. Stay safe and stay warm in this cold Colorado weather. Hasta la vista, baby.
Bye. To be honest, I don't even know if I want to be your friend still.
What?
Como, I should have sent you this. There's this video y le dice la morra, le dice, tú y yo vamos a ser hombre y mujer hasta que la muerte nos separe. Y luego le dice el vato, le dice, pero si ni estamos casados. Y luego saca la pistola, le dice, ¿hasta que la muerte qué? Y luego dice el vato,
yeah.
no separes.
Is it like a little cartoon?
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, I've seen it. Okay.